Right, hello YouTube, welcome to the second tutorial of the C++. Um, this isn't exactly in part, so when I say like tutorials, I mean like what video it is. Like this, so for example, my first video was teaching you like the beginners thing, basics, and like the hello world video. Um, so yeah, this time I'm not using Microsoft Visual C++, I'm using Dev C++. Um, they're both really good. But yeah, so Dev C++, I kind of do prefer that than Microsoft Visual C++ because it doesn't. You can type. It's free typing. It's not like it doesn't have it there all for you anyway. Random libraries. So yeah. So when you get Dev C++, you can use both. But if you want to follow along, Dev C++. It's still a compiler itself. So anyway, go to File, New, Project, Console Application. Then just name it whatever you want. So I named it YouTube Tutorial. Make sure that C++ project is clicked and not not C project. If you want C++ as default, just click the little blocks down there. Then click OK. Um, then you can save it wherever you want. I just save it to my desktop, and then it has it all here for you. Look, include the iOS stream, this thing here. That's just a random library, but still. It has loads of stuff here for you, which is good. Um, if you just take away this here, actually, just take away what's in the brackets between integer and main, just like that. Now, we're going to go into variables now. So, if you don't know what a variable is, I explained it in the last tutorial, but I'll just go through it again. If you're playing, like, for example, a game, like shooting game, alien game, or whatever, we have to kill the aliens. When every alien you kill, say for example, it's 100 points. Every time you get the alien, it'll go up 100 points, and that'll send that the variable. There'll be a variable called points, and if it'd be like if this kills the alien, add 100 points to variable, and it links the variable. Then that's all. That's basically what a variable is. Um, so I'll go through a couple now. Integer is the number, like a small number, like I think it's double digit. I don't know. No, integers, loads of digits. I think, yeah. Um, char is just some just the characters, just like single characters, just like that. So E, for example, or if there was an initial, like just do J, and if it does like loads of stuff like that, it will not pick it up. It just say loads of random stuff. So we won't be needing that, so I'll take that away. Main one we're going to be using is called a string. That's just text, just loads of text writing. And a double, which we probably won't be using this, but a double is, for example, a number with a decimal. Uh, that's just a decimal. That can also be called a float. So you always create the what's it called? Variables just under at the top. So I'm going to be using a string because I want it to spit out text. What the program we're going to be making is it's going to ask for your name. You put in your name, the user inputs their name, and it spits it back out again. It says hello, whatever the name was. So that'll be a string because it's text. And then we do first name semicolon. There's our variable made. Then press enter twice. Then type in C out. Open speech marks. Remember it's facing that way. And then type in what is your first name or something like that. What is your first name? Question mark. Speech mark. Then when you've done that, do that. Then you can put end L if you want. I tell you what, if you put end L question mark, they have to type it in underneath. But if you want them just to type it in next to it, so it asks what your name is and it types in right next to it, then you just do what is your name. Then you can do that question mark, then the two dots like that or something. and like that, and then after this open speech mark, put a semicolon. So it just says, it's just spitting out what is your first name. And it has the question mark, then it just has two little dots, so they input it after. You don't have to put them if you don't want to, but then text goes after. Now just press enter, type in sin for console in, so C in, space, and then do the other way arrows, point it in, so the whatever they put here is going in, like this is what they input, so console in. Now you want them to, whatever they type in, it links to the variable which we made up here, so that's called first name. Type it in exactly how you see it, so first, capital N, name. Also I forgot to mention, you can never ever put a capital on a variable, because I think it will not work, but yeah, so that's console win. Now we're going to go down, type in C out. This is where it's going to spit out now, so that's our variable game. Just type in hello, then close the speech mark, then do, oh, I've done something wrong, the arrows are the wrong way around. Then do them exactly the same way again, hello, then type in the variable, because they've typed in the variable, the first name variable, they typed it in, it's linking to that, now we're connecting to that, so it's getting in whatever they typed in. First name, hello first name, and then something like that, and then just type in, you can just end it there if you want to, but I'll just do end out. So that's what we got. So basically it's just, we made a variable called first name, it says what is your first name, it just says, and then it have a thing where they can type it in, and they type in the variable, like they type in what their first name is, that saves the variable, so the variable is saved at, let's say they input Jamie, so the variable is now Jamie, then and when that's done, it says hello, and then it has the variable Jamie. So if we go to execute, compile and run, just save that to your desktop as well, and then it just compiles and debugs. Right, as you can see, this is executing a file, it makes it a .exe. Here it is. What is your first name? Jamie. Hello Jamie. There it is. This is a good program as well, because it, like in the Visual Basic, it doesn't actually just flash open and close. Because C++ thinks it's just stayed open, but this one it doesn't. Now you might see that hello Jamie is next to each other. You might want this, you want like a space there, so it's just like two lines, like a white space in here. You might want a space between hello and Jamie, so let's do that. To make the space, just put end it here, so it goes hello. If you ever do that with a variable, always put a space before it, so look, it says the text, and then when you want the variable with a space after, put a space between the last letter of the text, and then a space between the speech marks, so it's like this. Yeah, so that's a space between there. Now, to get it aligned down again, you're going to type in here, just before there, in the speech marks, / and N for new line. Now if we go to execute, compile and run, wait for it to compile again, and then when it does, it will come back up, and then I'll show you the differences. There it is. What is your first name? Jamie. There it is. Space. It's a space here, and it's a space between there. So that's basically like a simple thing of using variables. So, like for example, our variable was our first name. What was the first name? And we consoled in the first name, and it spat out what the variable got inputted as. So that's, you should understand what variables are and do. Next tutorial we'll be going on to more of variables. We'll be doing a game like stats lobby. So it'll say like it'll be like calculators and stuff like that. It's not going to be much as game stats where like there's loads of people in it, because obviously that's not what drawing on like going to be on video, like third video of C++. Most of you are still beginners, you're not like experts at it yet. So yeah, so what I'm going to do is make a new folder in the next thing, um, and it's going to be quite fun because it's going to be a calculator. You're going to create your own calculator, and because C++, you know, it's because that's also another thing good about C++. It has its own like calculator and additions, if you know what I mean, like sums. You don't have to do it all by hand. You literally just do 7 times 3, and I'll be going through what all the different things are, because divide, you know, obviously you don't get a divide thing. Percent, that might, some of you might not know what, for example, 7% 3, that'd be 1, that'd mean a remainder, because I'll go through it all in the next tutorial, which is, and then like, yeah.